Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you today with an article from the Federalist. This is dated May 9th, and it says Texas indicts 5 county officials in voter fraud investigation. So you know that thing that the Democrats say never happens? Well, it happens, or happened again, because this is not the first time, or the second, or third, or fourth, and so on and so forth. So let's see what this says. It says 6 Texas residents, 5 of whom are current or former local Frio County officials, were indicted on Wednesday in a voter fraud probe. The people of Texas deserve fair and honest elections, not backroom deals and political insiders rigging the system. Elected officials who think they can cheat to stay in power will be held accountable. No one is above the law, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton said in a statement. Except for Democrats, they tend to think that they are above the law. So let's keep going here and see what happened. It says, according to a Paxton press release, the 6 individuals are charged with allegedly engaging in illegal ballot harvesting activity. Texas law specifies that only a voter can return his absentee ballot with limited exceptions. Among the charged persons is Rochelle Camacho, a Frio County judge, a judge, who a grand jury indicted on 3 counts of ballot harvesting. In addition to 2 Pearsall City Council members, the indictments also included former Frio County Elections Administrator Carlos Segura, who was charged with 1 count of tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, according to Paxton's office. The state AG's office noted that 5 of the named individuals were arrested last week, with the exception of Rochelle Camacho, who will be processed at a later date. 5 of the 6 suspects have ties to Democratic candidates, the New York Times reported. Well, that's a heck of a ratio there. It says the charges stem from a series of search warrants executed last August by Paxton's Criminal Investigation Division. The warrants were related to what the AG's office characterized as a multi-year election integrity investigation into credible allegations of vote harvesting across Frio, Atascosa, and Bexar counties. And I'm just sorry, I kind of brain farted there, but I was thinking, like, where exactly is that in Texas? I know Texas is gigantic, and I'm not very familiar with where things are in Texas, besides like Dallas and Houston, and that's about it. So I don't know what those counties are in relation to. But anyway, back to the story. As what's notable about the still ongoing probe, however, is its encompassing of individuals tied to a prominent left-wing activist group. And here we go. As among those included in the search warrants carried out by state officials last year were members of the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, which Influence Watch describes as a left-of-center organization that advocates on behalf of left-of-center Hispanic interests, which, by and large, I don't know what's wrong with that. It says, according to the watchdog group, LULAC promotes left-of-center policies, including civil rights reform, liberal immigration policies, and more lenient criminal sentencing. That could be an issue, as we've seen the last few years, and is particularly opposed to the immigration policies of Trump administration and ICE. Okay, so now we have a problem. It says, according to an August 24 LULAC press release, at least 5 members of the group were searched as part of Paxton's election fraud inquiry. As reported by the Washington Post, no charges have been filed against any targets of those searches, according to LULAC spokesperson David Cruz, and the organization said it had not made decisions on whether to represent those who were indicted. Paxton's office declined to provide the Federalists with additional details about its election fraud investigation at this time, because there's probably still stuff going on, I would imagine. It says LULAC is one of many leftist organizations engaged in judicial lawfare against the Trump administration. It doesn't seem like, here, I'm going to scroll back up. It doesn't seem like they're leftist based on, what does it say there? It says left of center. Okay, I mean, I took that as just like center left, as opposed to just like they're just on the left. And it's, let's see, what does it say? Civil rights reform, liberal immigrant. Okay, I mean, it doesn't scream leftist to me. It definitely screams liberal, obviously. Not only because the word liberal is there, but it doesn't say leftist. But okay, let's go ahead and just take the article for what it said there. So on March 31st, the group filed a lawsuit challenging an executive order signed by Trump several days prior. The president's directive included numerous provisions long supported by election integrity activists, such as documentary proof of citizenship requirements and an elimination of former President Biden's Biden-Bucks order. In its press release announcing the lawsuit, LULAC claimed Trump's order included sweeping and unlawful changes to the administration of U.S. elections. I don't think it did, but okay. As the group further parroted baseless leftist talking points that the directive's provisions would threaten to disenfranchise millions of eligible voters. Yeah, see, they want to be able to help cheat. That's all this is. And we're basically at the last paragraph or sentence, I guess, here. It says, a D.C.-based district court judge issued a preliminary injunction in the case late last month, blocking certain provisions of the order from taking effect. And gotta love those district court judges who are just, deciding that they can tell the president what to do. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, again, I make this video just to say, like, the thing that they say isn't happening, the Democrats is, here's more proof of it happening yet again. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.